how to remove negative labels. Look, whether you realize it or not, labels play a vital role in our everyday life. And negative labels can play a vital role on things like our self esteem. They can play a vital role on things like our self worth. Because when we hear something over and over about ourselves, or we tell ourselves something over and over, it can become really easy to believe it. And believing in negative labels a lot of times can lead to things like social withdrawal due to anticipated rejection. So I've got 3 D's that I believe will help you get rid of any label. The first D is to detect. You can't get rid of something if you don't know it's there. And the best strategy to detect self imposing labels is to be mindful of the words of what you're telling yourself. The big one for me is when I hear somebody say, I can't, and it just, it just reminds me like you got to be mindful of what you're telling yourself. Words have a lot of power. They can tear you down or they can build you up. So be mindful of what you're telling yourself. The second D is to dispute. All right. So last year, I was talking to a senior at the local high school, and we started talking about, what he's going to do after graduation. I asked him, I was like, have you thought about going to college? And, he said he thought about it, but nobody in his family has ever gone to college, so he probably wasn't going to go. So I told him, be the first. Just because you don't know anybody that's ever gone doesn't mean that you can't. I mean, I remember a time when out of all my siblings, I was the only one that was a high school dropout. And now, out of all my siblings, I'm the only one with the college degree. So remember, you can always be first. Now, the last and final D is to discard. If something's not serving you, get rid of it. But you really want to know the real reason why you shouldn't hold on to a label? Because you're a person. And as a person, you have the ability to change. As a person, you have the ability to develop. As a person, you have the ability to grow. So there's no reason to hold on to any labels because you can always change, develop, and grow. Now, if you can remember to detect, dispute, and discard, you're one step closer to living an unlabeled life.